Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Peanut Gallery. I'm your host, Gil, and we're here with, all the co-hosts for, well, not all of them, but most of them. We got Matt here.
Hey, everybody, it's Major Action.
That was very delayed. And we got Christian, aka Ghost.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
We got Oscar, Savage Q92.
Savage Q here.
All right, and we got Ritchie Rotten.
Yay. How's everybody doing?
Mr. Rotten.
Gil, I think it's just delayed for you, dude.
Oh, is it?
Because I think we're all saying it on cue, and I think you got a delay going on, but it's all good. Christian, I did want to comment. You sound very silky today.
Oh, thank you very much.
Did you upgrade that mic, or what's going on over there?
No, it's the same mic I've been using.
Sounds very clean. I don't know. Maybe it's just the video portion with the audio. It's just making you extra smooth. I don't know. Something.
I like that Purple Rain shirt too.
Yeah,
man. Thanks, man. Thanks. I got two of them.
So let's catch up a little bit. It's been a little while since we recorded. To be honest, I can't even remember what we did last. What was it?
Attack the Block.
Yeah, Attack the Block.
Oh, yes. Okay, there we go. Attack the Block.
Yeah.
All right. So let's I mean, I kind of already hear from like Matt all the fucking time. Let me hear from Oscar. Oscar, what you been up to, man?
Shit, man. Like I said earlier, I was watching Fast 9. I did catch that movie. I don't recommend it. That's definitely one of those stupid type of movies, you know. This shit got a little too ridiculous for my taste. But yeah, I mean, I saw Fast 9. What else did I see? I caught an older movie, but it was new to me, so that shit was sick too. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it.
Okay, and Christian, what about you, bro? What you been up to?
Oh, man, nothing much, man. Just hanging out. Pretty much same old work. That's pretty much it. Collecting as much as I can, when I can, and seeing some movies here and there, but at home, of course, because I haven't gone to the movie theater yet, but I'll get there.
Oh, for real? Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, no, we just haven't gone. My lady
Rick,
hasn't
what
got
about
her
you, bro?
second vaccination.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Rick, what about you, bro? What you been up to?
Man, a little bit of everything. Trying to catch up on my movie lists, and I just started the Rotten Celluloid page, trying to, put up my reviews for different films and whatnot, trying to get that rolling. But yeah, just been watching movies like I always do, man.
All right, so movies, that's what brings us here tonight. And so the movie that we're going to be talking about / reviewing and doing it in our own style, the way that we do it, is Guns Akimbo, the film from 2019 starring Daniel Radcliffe, a.k.a. Harry Potter. That's how I know him, man.
Harry
Like,
Potter
I
number
know him
7.
from Harry Potter. That's who he is to me.
This shit was wild.
So let's go ahead and get into it. We'll go ahead and give our ratings. Matt, start us off.
Well, this is definitely not your kid's Harry Potter, that's for sure. This is this is Harry Potter like you've never seen him before. So I give this movie an 8 out of 10 just based on the amount of fun I had watching it and the amount of like WTF moments that it had for me. I didn't know what I was getting into. The premise sounded, pretty predictable or generic, and it was anything but. So the summary of the movie is very misleading because it was just like, dude has to save girlfriend who was kidnapped. Basically, that was like the synopsis for the movie. It was like, yeah, it's so much more than just that. It's a joyride, that's for sure. So
Absolutely,
8 out of 10 for me.
That's Amazon's fucking synopsis for sure.
Okay, and it definitely was on Amazon. It was definitely off. Oscar, what about you, bro? What do you give it?
Oh, for me, man, honestly, I gotta give it a 4 out of 10. It was one of those movies that I've seen some wild shit like that before. It had that same kinetic energy I've seen in other movies like Gamer and Crank. It was cool, but to be honest with you, it wasn't like anything special to me. It was kind of boring at times for me too. I felt like the action could have been a little better. So yeah, I think it's a 4 out of 10 for me.
Ouch.
No.
Wow. Holy shit. Wow. Rick, what about you,
I
bro?
know.
You know what? Like you mentioned, I really dug the energy to the film. It feels right there with Crank and what was the other movie, Guns Out, that we talked about?
Yeah, shoot 'em up and game.
Shoot 'em up, yeah. Especially Crank. It feels like right,
I've
and
heard
Gamer as
Hardcore
well.
Henry.
Crank, Hardcore Henry. It reminded me of Scott Pilgrimish.
It had that
Yeah,
same kind of
a little.
crazy ultra violence going
Yeah.
on.
yeah,
Yeah, I really
Very
dug it.
stylized.
Yeah, definitely hyper stylized.
yeah.
But it's not anything new.
Mhm.
I think had it come out in the middle of the pandemic, it would have done a lot better, as opposed to right when the pandemic started.
Mhm.
I would say I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I had a lot of fun with that movie.
Okay. Christian, what about you, bro?
I had to give it an 8 as well. It was a lot of fun, you know, high energy and stuff like that. And yeah, it reminded me like the movies that they mentioned before. And yeah, so I'll give it an 8.
I'm gonna be the unpopular.
And for me,
Yeah.
I'd give
Couldn't shut your brain off enough for it, Oscar.
For me, I'd definitely give it a. Yeah, he's being way too fucking critical on it. Nah, I mean, hey,
I'm sorry.
it's all good, bro. Everybody has
Like,
their
this is
opinion,
not my
if it's
art house
wrong,
film.
You know, nah, fuck with you.
Yeah.
What about you, Gil? What did you think?
I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10, man. 7.5 out of 10 for sure.
That's pretty fair.
There's just certain moments that, just certain moments that I was like, kind of like scratching my head with, and there's definitely some what the fuck moments that brought it up, and just it's kind of, like we kind of already said, it's been, most of the movie has been done before. They just try to do it in their own way or a little bit different. So I appreciate that of the film. So let's go ahead and get into what we did not like about the movie. We'll go ahead and start there. And Oscar, because he has such the lowest fucking rating here, honestly want to hear him. Let's go ahead and start off with a couple things you did not like about the movie. Go ahead,
Okay.
man.
All right. Well,
Where to begin?
yeah, I mean, it's like I can't shit on the movie. I really can't. But it's just one of those things where I don't fucking like when it's just weird for the sake of being weird, you know? Like, the whole world kind of played off this weird vibe where everybody was just fucking stupid or doing very strange things, and I didn't really understand what the deal was behind that, you know? It had that stylized Crank vibe to it, where if you watch Crank, everyone who's not the main characters is really fucking weird. Like, they're just doing these off-ass shit that you can't understand, and what's up, bro?
I'm just gonna say, bro, that's us right now.
That's us right now.
That's us right now. Everybody is fucking weird, and everybody when you see them out on the street, they're like this,
Yeah.
facing
Yeah.
their phone. They don't
I
pay
mean, I
attention
guess
to what
you're
the fuck's
not
going on
wrong.
around them.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong about that. I mean, that's true where you did see that there are like these moments where, oh, okay, like I can see where they're kind of coming with this sort of thing, you know, but I don't know, for the most part, it just kind of like weirded me out by the way everybody was acting, you know? And aside from that, it was kind of slow at times. They didn't like, I don't know, they just like, the action wasn't like as top notch as I wanted it to be. Maybe I've just been fucking sheltered lately because I've just been watching John Wick and fucking The Raid and shit like that. So I'm just expecting this higher quality of action movie, and it just was not it, you know? But maybe that's not what they were going with, but that's just kind of the negatives that I pointed out from there. It's just that he did great, and so did Samara Weaving. She did amazing, but it just wasn't, it didn't grab me. It was just one of those movies where I was like, it's not fucking grabbing me right now.
Was there any particular actors that you felt like took you out of the movie or did like a bad job?
Probably the bum. He kind of took me out of the movie for like, yeah, I know, right? But it really does, like, really, sometimes that's just the way it happens.
Oh my god.
A small role like that can just take you out because he's acting so fucking odd. about a dude who has guns on his fucking hand, like that has been drilled. Dude, even a homeless dude wouldn't think that was like not weird, you know?
Well, he
So
was
it's
high
just-
on crack too.
Yeah. In his defense, he was
In his
smoking crack.
defense. He was a
Yeah,
crackhead.
I mean, you're not wrong,
Yo,
but
he was
I
like-
just want to fucking give
You want to
the-
smoke some
the-
crack?
Yeah, I want to fucking give the doubt that
I love that
if
guy,
I
man.
was on crack, I would still fucking notice something that odd, you know?
Dude, he was rooting for a TV that wasn't even on. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know, like, he was following the actual fucking like end of the movie, but he wasn't watching anything. I mean, that's the sort of weird shit I'm talking about. You know?
I actually thought that part was funny as hell.
Yeah, that was the
I was
funniest
like,
part.
I have a feeling he's not watching anything right now.
I don't know, man. That shit just took me out. That dude and the main villain, I just didn't really find him like that intimidating, and I just kind of thought he was kind of like flip flopping between funny and also like scary and shit. And maybe I think maybe the problem was also that it just kind of didn't nail down exactly the tone that the movie was going for me. Like I thought if you wanted to go in a funnier way, this could have been kind of like a Deadpool type of thing, but if you wanted to go serious, then it could have been pretty cool too, you know. But I think they just kind of like didn't pick a side, and it just went that way for me.
It definitely had like it was trying to take itself seriously at some points, and other points it was like totally over the top. So it was like, I feel that.
Part of that has to do with the fact. So the movie's not an American film. I don't know if you guys know this.
Oh, I didn't know that. No,
It's a New
Really?
Zealand film,
Okay.
and New Zealand has this weird sensibility. I've seen a few films from New Zealand, and they have weird tonal shifts from time to time. Even their horror movies, like they'll go full hardcore horror, then suddenly it's kind of slapstick, and you're like, "What the hell
Yeah,
just
it's true.
happened?"
Yeah, because
Now
I've seen a
that
few
you said
too.
that, yeah. Now that you said that, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. My opinion has shifted a little bit though, and the reason why is because I saw in the '90s there was what the fuck was it called? Dead Alive.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. That movie is
Yes.
wild, dude. But I knew what I was getting into. I felt like I was
Right.
going into a movie like this, you know.
Yeah.
But now I kind of understand. Oh, this is the action version of that, you know. Where
Yeah.
it's so fucking twisted. But it did kind of shift my perception a little now that you told me that than before I knew that. Yeah, now I'm like, oh, okay, they're doing a Peter Jackson thing right now. Yeah, okay, I feel that.
Yeah, they definitely have different sensibilities than we do in the States.
Okay.
Like that guy, the bum, he's from the show Flight of the Condors.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
it's
like
Maury.
yeah, he's a comedian. Like I mean, he's not my style, but he has a following. So I'm assuming, this is my assumption, like New Zealand, he's pretty big. So that little cameo was like a big deal to them. I personally, like you said, he was funny, but it was just kind of like, eh.
Yeah, like it wasn't.
I like
hitting
that
me,
guy.
you know?
I like him too.
He was in Yes Man. I don't know
Yeah,
if you guys have seen
Yeah.
him in Yes Man. He was
his
really
coworker.
fucking funny in that
Yeah,
with Jim Carrey. Dude, oh
Yeah.
my god.
he's
That shit was
also
hilarious.
in the Jumanji movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's the
plays
guy.
fucking,
Right, he
NPC.
plays the fucking NPC. That's
He's the
right.
NPC. Yeah.
Nigel something, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I thought I recognized him, but yeah, I liked him in the movie. I thought he was funny. He kind of added that little bit of comic relief during that high tension part. I mean,
Hey,
the whole
we're
movie
talking about
is
things
kind
that
of
we like, Matt.
oh.
Jeez. No, I'm just-
Rein it in, Matt.
let's just go ahead and do things that we didn't like real quick before we hop into things that we like. I'm sorry, Matt.
Sure.
to
No, you're good.
interrupt you,
You're good.
sir.
Sorry.
So
Well,
Matt
I already
actually,
went, so you guys-
or sorry, hold on. There we go. Matt, go ahead. Man, this reverse thing. Things that you didn't like.
One thing I didn't like. Let's see. The whole his ex-girlfriend. I felt like she was weak. Part of the plot. I don't think we needed her to like drive the story at all. Basically, by the time anything even happens to her, we're already almost at the very end of the movie, anyways. So, it very much had like a Wanted feel to me. It felt like a ripoff of the movie Wanted because the way it starts off, Harry Potter's basically just trolling people on the internet, which I thought was hilarious. Like, don't get me wrong, I thought that was like the funny thing because he's like, the thing I'm best at is trolling people on the internet, and I was just like, wow, dude, this dude's a fucking like lame. Like, And then
Fucking
and then
Justin.
and then it just had a wanted feel, you know, like he got dragged into something that he didn't want any part of, and then ends up being like a badass at the end. So it very much felt like Wanted, but turned up a couple notches with some like kind of hilarity, you know. Wanted had some some comedy in it, but it wasn't like the main focus, whereas this kind of took the comedy more heavy-handed. So yeah, that was about it. I mean, there was just some characters in the movie that I didn't like. I didn't like the main bad guy, the tattooed dude. He was like, sometimes he came off as creepy, and sometimes he just came off as stupid. Like, I don't know. I wish he had just kind of stayed really serious and really like scary, and not been kind of funny, kind of, I don't know, trying to joke around, because that kind of ruined his character. Other than that, it's very predictable.
Yeah.
What's that?
I was just saying he had tonal shifts that were like weird, you know. Like, I couldn't take him seriously.
Yeah, and like from the moment. Go ahead. I was just gonna say it was really predictable. Like from the moment, we met Nyx, I was almost like, dude, that's that cop's daughter. Like I immediately thought that. And then when we saw the partner and he was talking to dude's girlfriend, I was like, that guy is creepy as hell. He's a creepy cop, and he ends up being like a bad guy at the end. I was like, too predictable. You know what I mean? So that was it.
Okay.
Okay, and Rick, what about you, bro? What didn't you like about the movie?
Not enough Samara Weaving. To me, she's like the best part of damn near any movie she's in. She's just dope, dude. Great actress. I think she got the most character development of all the characters in the film. You know, with her background.
Hold on, that's what you didn't like in the movie?
That there wasn't enough for her.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. It's all good. I didn't like that there wasn't there was too little of her in the film. And like Matt mentioned, the tonal shifts with Ned Dennehy, the main villain, Richter. I kind of wish he would have stayed more hardcore evil. Like he kept going back and forth, so it kind of pulls you out. Like in the scene where, spoilers, the scene where they shoot the girlfriend, or who he thinks is the girlfriend, in the back of the van. If they hadn't pulled that punch and that actually shot the girlfriend instead of the best friend, that would have been fucking badass. I thought it was a bit of a cop out.
I think that definitely would have been better.
Yeah, especially for the development of that villain, you'd have been like, "Oh shit, he's not playing. He's not pulling punches." But yeah, those were the few things. The ending was pretty predictable. If they wanted to just be badasses about it, they would have let him die at the end.
Yeah, I thought they were going.
I thought that's where it was going.
Yeah, they would have done the whole hardcore Henry at the end, but you know, that's whatever.
Damn, you fucking ruined that movie for me. I haven't watched that one yet. Thanks. No, I don't know.
15 years later, no.
Spoilers. No, it's like. All right, Christian, what about you, bro? What didn't you like about the movie?
What I didn't like about the movie was kind of like the last 30 minutes. The last 30 minutes was kind of not needed. It ran a little too long for me. Also, the other thing that I didn't like was the whole. I mean, it was like Rick said, it was like they developed Samara Weaving's character, but it just was kind of like the guy was like telling him like, that's my daughter, and she went through all that, and then his partner killed him, and then that was it. That was over for that guy. So, but I mean, other than that, I think that was pretty much it. That what I didn't really care for.
And I'm gonna say for myself, the tonal shifts, they just didn't seem natural. It just seemed like that they went from being serious to really slapstick, and it's kind of just like confusing to me. But now that Rick told me that that's how shit's done over in New Zealand, it kind of makes a little bit more sense, but it still takes me out because we're not used to that in American cinema. And then Pretty much like from when they teamed up, Miles and was it Nix?
Knicks.
It just seemed like that was a completely different
Movie.
movie almost to me, like different tone as well. The villain Richter, just every time that he went slapstick, it just didn't work for me. It didn't hit for me. I was just like, that's really whack. Yeah, I just gotta say that just because like it didn't seem like as like when they originally set up the movie, it didn't seem like they were gonna have like that type of weird odd comedy, and it seemed like it was like taking itself a lot more serious than what it was. So that's what I didn't like. Let's go ahead and get into stuff that we liked. Fucking fireworks, I forget. Let's go ahead and get into things that we like. My bad, guys. People over here doing fireworks and shit. My bad. So let's go ahead and start off with Oscar. What did you like about the movie?
I like Daniel Radcliffe. I thought he was fucking kick ass, man. Honestly, if he keeps getting roles like this, I think it'd be really cool because he did a great job. Like I bought every second that he was kind of like this pacifist, kind of scared out of his mind type of dude. He was acting a little bit strange for my taste on occasion, but like I said, I think he did a great job. And Samara Weaving, of course, was amazing, like she always is. But I don't know, like I guess what I liked about it was also kind of what I didn't like about it, which was like how kinetic like energy it had in the movie. It feels really fast paced, but you're kind of like running in place type of thing. But yeah, I mean, I guess I like that the premise was cool. I just kind of wish that maybe somebody else who had like a little more, like a little more of a vision for it, they could have done something even better. But I thought that it was a cool premise and the actors did a great job. But that's really all I liked.
Okay, for sure. Then let's go ahead and hop over to Matt. What about you? What are some moments that you liked? Some things that stuck out to you?
Well, I always thought it was it really got my anxiety going anytime he was trying to do simple things like pull his pants up or take a piss or anything involving anything near his face, because I felt like he was going to blow his dick off and I felt like he was going to shoot himself in the head the whole time, and I was just cringing every time he did something like that. I was just like,
Yes.
oh,
I'm not
no.
gonna lie, I thought the same fucking thing.
All of us as men, that's like a really fucking scary and sensitive thing. Like anything that pertains to our, our nuts or our dick,
Our
Absolutely.
genitalia.
it's like, oh shit, like it's scary. It's fucking scary, dude. It's fucking scary.
It's like when you watch what was that old show with the dude from Papa Roach, Scarred? When you'd watch Scarred and something happens to somebody and you just instantly are like, oh, like their elbow pops out of place. You're just like, I can feel that. You know what I mean? Like the whole time I'm just expecting this dude to blow his nuts off and I'm just like on edge. But other than that, like Oscar said, Samara Weaving does a great job. I really like her in The Babysitter and like A Babysitter's Revenge, I think it's called, or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is like a Netflix type of movie. It's actually really good though. It's a really funny like slasher type of horror comedy mix up, and it's really good. I like that series of movies, and pretty much everything she's appeared in, I've liked her so much so far. I didn't know it was her at first. And like somewhere halfway in between the movie, I was like, is that Samara Weaving? Because like something she did reminded me of The Babysitter. The way she is in The Babysitter, it reminded me exactly of that. So I was like, man, this girl reminds me of, and it was who I thought it was. So I liked her. I liked seeing Daniel Radcliffe doing something different because, people get stuck in like a certain role. Like he is Harry Potter. So whenever you see him, you expect Harry Potter. So it's always nice to see actors like him step outside of their roles and do something a little different, a little something outside of, the genre that you're used to seeing him in. So that was cool to see him in. And I expected him to be in kind of like a higher production movie and these actors, but they had fun with it. You could tell. And you could tell that, they had a lot of fun making the movie. I guess that was pretty much, what's going on.
Okay, for sure. And Rick, what about you? What are some things that stuck out to you that you like?
I really enjoyed the film. Period. I tend to enjoy these over the top, ridiculous action flicks. It reminds me of a more batshit crazy version of 2007's The Condemned. I don't know if you guys ever saw that with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yep. It was basically like Battle Royale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Battle Royale. That was going to be my next one.
Version of Battle Royale.
It was fun. It was a fun ride. Just like I said, the over the top, just gratuitous GTA style violence was pretty fun. Yeah, I mean, there isn't much that I didn't like about the film. The entire film, I really dug. Daniel Radcliffe was great. I like to see him in more meaty roles. I can actually see him doing a lot more action roles, to be honest with you. Samara Weaving, as always, was amazing. Like Matt mentioned earlier, The Babysitter was great. If you guys haven't seen Ready or Not, check that movie out.
That movie is so sick.
Yeah, she kills it in that. So what was that?
Mayhem. She kills it in that one.
Oh, and Mayhem. Yes, we were just talking about it the other day.
Yeah.
She's slowly and surely becoming a huge part of the horror genre. So I can't wait to see more stuff from her.
And she's Hugo Weaving's like niece or something, right?
Yes, his
yeah.
The acting runs strong in that blood.
It really
Oh
does.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she's going a long way because she's a great actress. She's a funny actress, and she does really good horror movies.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like a triple threat.
I feel like that's how a lot of up and coming actors get their starts, though, is in horror movies. So, like, if it wasn't for the horror genre, you probably wouldn't have a lot of the, the Johnny Depps, the Brad Pitts, people like that, because most of them got their start in like horror movies, like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, things like that. So,
absolutely.
Matthew McConaughey with Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 or 4.
Next Generation.
Next Generation, yes.
It was crazy. Leonardo DiCaprio in Critters 3.
Yup.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's fun, man. It's fun to look back. Or if you guys haven't seen Creepshow, the one from '82, oh my god, man.
Yeah.
Ed Harris dancing in that movie.
Yup.
That shit is hilarious.
That's classic, dude.
That's classic right there.
That always makes me freaked out anytime I go on a lake with like a little, wooden raft thing, like in the Creepshow 2, I think it is.
Yeah.
With that creeping mold shit.
Yeah, part 2.
Right.
Yeah. That's crazy.
All right, now Christian, what about you, bro? What are some things that stuck out to you that you liked?
I really enjoyed Daniel Radcliffe's performance. I like because I always thought that he was probably gonna be one of those actors that was gonna be pigeonholed as a Harry Potter, because that's what Gil called him, was Harry Potter. but no, and because he did the other movie. What was the other movie that he did with
Woman in Black?
No, with what's the other guy? No, where he was dead and he was.
Swiss Army Man.
Swiss Army Man. Yeah, I enjoyed him in that one too. He just has. He's a really good actor because he has different ranges. He can do different things, and I enjoy that about him. And
he seems to be picking indie roles though. I've noticed.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's done the Harry Potter. He's like a pretty big actor, and then he goes and does all these little indie roles. That's cool.
It's probably it's probably because he doesn't want to get pigeonholed back into like a Harry Potter type of thing. So if he stays with the indie, he can kind of choose and decide what he wants to do. Instead of like getting stuck with Warner Bros. Or something, being like, nope, 10 years, this is what you're doing. Boom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what Ethan Hawke does. So yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like too.
And I enjoyed Samara Weaving. She's always good in everything that she does. I've seen The Babysitter, and I've seen several other things. She's been in different TV shows as well and stuff like that. And I always enjoy her work. So she's a good actress, and I just enjoyed the movie because it was just a fun movie. You just shut your brain off. You don't think too much about it. It's just a fun, good time movie. It's a fun ride. That's what I enjoyed about the movie. Yeah, it's a good ride.
What about you, Gil?
Right, and for me, definitely Daniel Radcliffe is the standout in this movie. Nyx, Samara Weaving, she's awesome. The fight where she loses her fingers,
Yeah, dude. She gets so
And
jacked
then to
up,
flip
bro.
them off, she like sticks the finger up. Yo, that shit's
Yeah.
hella fucking
Dude.
funny and like
What
To
is
make
she
Samara weaving look so unattractive, the makeup
Yeah.
people did an amazing
Yes.
job because I did not want to. I would not have touched her when she came out looking with that big old bulging eyeball and shit. I was like, oh, dude,
dude. So like
she is nasty.
so when she got her finger chopped off and she said
Mm.
Friday nights are gonna start being a lot more lonely or
It's gonna be
something
lonely.
like that. I was like, oh,
Dude,
shit.
I died. I
That was
died.
hilarious.
Died on that
Yeah.
part,
And
yeah.
then
My lady's
and
like,
then
what did she
that
say?
dude, like the way that he beat the shit out of her in the eyeball, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, that was
Oh
gross.
yeah.
That dude was a dick.
Daniel Radcliffe, like where he kind of built up his confidence
Mm.
to even like start like killing people and stuff like that. That was like really well done, and it's gonna actually lead me to like a question that I'm gonna ask after all this. But
Yes.
yeah, I just think that everything was pretty well done. It was good. It's nice to see Daniel Radcliffe in a role like this. I would like to see him in a lot more things other than basically Harry Potter and Swiss Army Men. That's the only thing that I've really ever seen him in was mainly just Harry Potter, which is very kid centric, and this shows his range, which is pretty nice. So yeah, like that's really why I liked it. So the question I wanted to actually ask and pose to you guys: what do you guys want on number 2 of Guns Akimbo, and him? Because we've seen his ledger at the end of the movie where it shows where they expanded worldwide. Where do you want to see where he goes on? Maybe they don't do as in depth with each country and or wherever they're going, but would you want to see him take out a couple other like bases and operations of where they do this shit?
Yeah.
So let's go ahead
I'd
and
be
start
down
off
for
with.
it.
Okay, let's go ahead and start off with Rick. Go for it.
Oh, my bad, dude. I didn't mean to jump in the middle of it.
I didn't know who was talking.
It's okay. He's on a delay, so we're all kind of like just on
Nah,
edge right here
it's all
waiting.
good, but it's all good, bro.
I mean, we don't get too many films like this. Sadly, it only made $1 million,
Ooh.
and that was because it came out right as everything shut down during the pandemic. It came out February 20 something, so it didn't make any money. Most of its
I thought it
popularity.
came out in 2019.
That's what I was gonna say.
It came out this last year. Because I remember I
Yeah.
was gonna go see it,
Really?
and they shut everything down. Yeah.
Yeah, they said it came out before, like in like Rick said in February, March.
Oh, okay.
It came
Oh,
out. Let me see,
shit. Okay,
February
no
28th
wonder
of
then.
2020.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all right. When everything shut down, like it was
Yeah.
probably
Dude,
it was probably in
that's
theaters for like a week.
right
Yeah.
before everything started.
On a
because it was,
$15 million
the next week they
budget,
shut
it only
everything down,
literally
like,
made
first
$1
week of
million.
March.
A 15
Yeah.
million?
On a $15 million budget, it only made $1 million worldwide.
Oh,
That's a
Yeah.
critical failure.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
but the word of mouth
sucks.
for it is slowly starting to build like a cult following.
Oh, I see. Ritchie gets paid every time he tells somebody to watch the movie, so that's why he might as well watch it. He's like commissioned on that shit. Daniel Radcliffe hit up Ritchie's like, "Hey, Ritchie, tell everybody to watch my movie so I can make some money. Send the check. I'll cut you the check."
He hit me on Venmo.
They're on to me.
He's all, "You got that Venmo still, right? I'm sending you money now."
Now, I'd be down. I mean, until we get Crank 3, I think this is the best we're gonna do for a bit.
Or John Wick 4.
Oh, John Wick 4, man.
Bro, we don't need a Crank 3. I'm just saying.
No,
I was just
hell no.
gonna say that too. I was like, after Crank
John
2,
Wick 4,
I'm
yes,
fine with
I'll
it.
take
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, after seeing Crank 2, we don't need a Crank 3, trust me.
I would check out a Guns
Let's
Akimbo
talk
2 if they added some more characters from kind of like the universes that have touched, like Harry Potter and stuff like that. Like if we saw Ron Weasley in the next one and he's like some sleazy drug dealer or something that helps
Oh
them
my
out.
God.
And if like make it basically like
Hermione
Pineapple
Granger.
Express, but they're going to hunt down these dudes. So it's hella funny. They got like Red, like that'll be what's his face, and then you got like Samara Weaving. Well, she's dead, so never mind. We don't have her, but we'll have like Hermione come in. She'll be like his right hand girl. It'll be great.
She could be
And then we get some
Nick's,
people that
she
Samara's
could be
worked with.
Nick's, like sister or some shit like that.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say we can get Stephen Amell because he's worked with her a lot, or not Stephen Amell, Robbie Amell, because he's worked with Samara Weaving quite a bit. We can get Bella Thorne. We can get all the people from The Babysitter to cross over. It'll be good.
Can't we just remake Harry Potter and just make it like an
Grown
R
up
version of that? Yeah.
They're all stoners and they all dropped out of Hogwarts. Dude, that'd be great. That'd be great.
They're fucking smoking out on like potions class and shit.
She's all, check out this, Hephaestus Matata.
like that robot chicken fucking sketch. It's Breaking Bad, but Harry Hogwarts, and that would be so fucking sick. I'd watch that.
Well, they already thought of it, so we're screwed.
Oh shit.
All right, so Oscar, would you be down? Part 2.
Truthfully, no, dude. I'd be fine.
Not after rating it a 4 or 5 or whatever.
I was gonna say 'cause you didn't even like the movie.
That's on principle. I can't do that. But no, it just didn't hit me, man. Like that movie didn't grab me at all. I don't know what the fuck it is. I get it now though. Like I said, now that Rich kind of explained it a little more to me, I kind of understand a little better.
He opened your eyes.
Yeah, a little bit. But I just was still not like feeling it. Like it didn't reach me in the way that I think that it wanted it to. But it was fine for what it was. But nah, I'd be fine not watching another one.
All right, and Christian, what about you? Part 2.
Part 2. I mean, it'd be cool. I'd watch it, but I don't know if we necessarily need it. I mean, I saw at the end that they were kind of setting it up for that, but I don't know if they would pull it off because I don't know what else. They'd have to get somebody else. Because, Daniel Radcliffe did carry it off, but he also had Samara Weaving with him, so I don't know. I'd check it out though, but I don't know if we need it necessarily.
Yeah,
you're not wrong. He would definitely need a good co-pilot to carry it with him because he definitely did not carry it by himself.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They played off each other hella well.
Yeah. Because when they teamed up, that was one of the good parts where they start teaming up and they started going off of each other.
Yeah, but even
what I liked,
kind of debatable because you're kind of like you're way more interested in Samara Weaving's Nyx and what she's doing than you are in what fucking Harry Potter's doing. At least I was.
What I liked is when he became famous and everybody was like trying to get selfies with him and shit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. He was just like, fuck off. And she got hella mad at him. And then later on, she's like, "That he was here. He was here."
Yeah.
No, it was a good joyride. It was fun.
Then,
it's definitely shut your brain off popcorn movie. Have fun with it. Can't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's fucking weird
So, Matt,
because I usually react that way, but I didn't react that way with this one. It's not like a Commando, like where you would shut your brain off and just watch it. It's just too weird.
And Matt, you would be down for a part 2, right?
Yeah, I would like I said, if they Christian had said, if they find a good second lead for him to play off of, I'd be down. Or if they turned it into Hogwarts meets what was it called, Schism or whatever, Hogwarts meets Schism, I think I'd be down for that too. Seeing Hermione and Ron Weasley killing people, even who's that one dude, Longbottom, watching him kill some people.
No,
I would say Cedric Diggory, but he ain't coming back.
He ain't coming back.
Oh, that's what that was. Damn.
And for me, I'd be down as long as I could find somebody, like you've all said, to play off of. I think it would be interesting. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it definitely does seem like it's kind of getting a cult following and whatnot. And it just feels like kind of fucked up, man, that they got the shaft, so to speak, because it just when it released. Who's texting? Yeah, I knew it was
No one.
Motherfucker. Work that mute button. Work that mute button, boy. Just it's kind of fucked up that they got the shaft just because of like the pandemic and everything. They basically only got 1, maybe 2 weeks worth in the theaters. Like I know for sure, like March, I definitely wasn't in the movie theaters. I think the last time I was in the movie theaters was beginning of February. So it's like kind of sucks, man. It kind of got the treatment of a lot of the movies that came out like at the beginning of the year. They didn't really get a lot of love.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
feel like it's
I
kind of
don't like
unjust
hearing
for them.
that.
I think
Yeah.
if it, I just think that if everything was open, it probably would have blew up.
Yeah.
I think it would have.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, I mean, in an indie type of way though, because like I said, I mean, it's way different than any American type of action movie, and like I said, it was kind of hard to kind of differentiate between either it's a comedy or it's an action or is it an action comedy. You know, it's so fucking wild. You know?
It definitely would have made more than $1 million.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it definitely wouldn't have been like a critical hit or anything.
Well, it's just like The Woman in Black. The first one didn't do well. The second one came straight to DVD type of deal. You know, I mean, Daniel Radcliffe only draws so many people.
Yeah.
Especially when he's not playing Harry Potter.
Yeah, right. No, honestly,
I know he would have got me in the theater.
You think so?
Just based off of him, I would have went to go watch it.
I don't know if I knew him and Samara Weaving were in it, but I didn't even know she was attached to the movie at all. I just knew he was in it because he's like, you know, on the cover. So obviously,
I don't know. I probably still would have waited to stream it. Like
He's on the front cover.
Yep. And for a second, I even had to be like, "Is that even Harry Potter?" Like at some points, I was like, "Am I just tripping?" And it's totally not him.
You're like, oh, Elijah Wood's in this movie.
Hey, hey, Elijah Wood and Daniel Radcliffe together. That's money, bro. That's money.
No, I'd pay to see that.
You know what would be good? A new Sin City.
Yeah.
We need a new Sin City, but like done in the original style of the first one, not
The second one was really bad.
Yeah,
It was bad. Yeah. I don't know, man.
I never
Like
watched
it would be
that
cool to see like an
Yeah.
offshoot story in the original Sin City world.
I mean, you'd have to find somebody really, really good to do it, though. Like,
As long as Robert does it again.
Zack Snyder, bro, come on.
Gil, man.
Get the fuck off.
That color palette
fuck
is
off
right
the
up his
cast,
alley.
Matt. Get the fuck off the
I
cast.
knew fucking Gil was gonna say some shit
Get
about
the
that.
fuck off the cast.
Why,
Get the
isn't he
fuck
like
off
the
the
greatest director of all time?
That's what I heard.
I hate that motherfucker.
He'll love Zack Snyder. Don't let him get you
I
wrong.
hate that motherfucker.
What?
Everything that he touches is doo doo, bro.
Dude, The Watchmen's amazing.
Dude,
The
Sucker
what?
Punch, bro. Sucker Punch.
No, dude, 300.
300.
So he has
Yeah.
300 and what else?
The Watchmen?
Dawn of the Dead, the remake. That was cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
he did-
was good.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I'll take
He
Troy
did the
over
Watchmen,
300
but
all day.
Oh yeah. Okay, but that's like completely different.
You gotta
He did
remember.
Watchmen,
You gotta remember
but to be
too.
honest, I didn't even watch that until recently.
What?
What?
Watchmen?
And
Troy?
I never watched the Watchmen until recently, like a couple years ago.
Well,
And
Gil,
did you
don't-
watch-
you
did
don't
you
watch
also
the
direct
Watchmen,
it?
Christian
okay?
fell off. He's
Whatever.
like, fuck that.
Shit, Christian left.
He's like, I hate Zack Snyder. He loves
He
Zack
said,
Snyder,
fuck
and
it.
he
He
doesn't
said,
like
fuck
you
all
talking
this
bad
shit.
about him. He's all fuck Gil. He's talking hella bad about my man, Zack Snyder. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
chill
what it
out.
is. Hold on. Let me add him back. Hold on.
All right, what else do we gotta cover though? Really, everybody leaves.
And so it ends.
Like, well, what else do we have to talk about? Nothing.
Well, shit. I mean.
So, what you guys all doing tomorrow for 4th of July? Let's talk about that, since that's really what everybody wants to know.
Oh, I'm gonna be watching fucking 4th of July movies: Jaws, Return of the Living Dead, and maybe Independence Day. If I get it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
Return
did
of the
you?
Living Dead is a 4th of July movie.
It fucking is, dude. I just found this out myself. like last time I saw it, and what's up, guys?
Said if we're gonna talk about other shit, let's just go ahead and end it, so we could go ahead and just sit here and bullshit.
It's
Go
all
ahead
good.
and end it, man. I just want to go ahead and end it, just because. Yeah, I just feel like we're not even talking about that movie anymore.
Don't worry, Gil. I'll edit this episode. I got a 3-day weekend. I'll edit it.
All right.
Make it a little easier on you. Wait, what? You gotta end the recording.
He just dropped out.
You have to end the recording, Gil. Oh, I guess I can. Maybe. Hold on. Let's see. That's fucking funny.
What the hell? What the hell just happened?